If you're watching this video, you most likely want to participate in an Ironman. In this video, we're going to tell you everything you need to do to become an Ironman. But before we start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Welcome to Triathlon Global Insights, the motivation channel for all triathletes. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with what's happening in the triathlon world. We keep you updated about triathlon news, incredible races, training tips, and information about pro athletes. Every year, thousands of racers register for the following year's race. This is because participants are required to make a year-ahead commitment to take part in an Ironman race. The tough three-stage competition requires athletes to swim 2.4 miles, bike 112 miles, then run a complete marathon before finishing the race. The average completion time for an Ironman is 12.5 hours, while some racers have been known to continue on the course for as long as 17 hours. Your body needs to be trained for such a physically demanding undertaking. Participating in an Ironman means you have to sacrifice a year of your lives to train and practice every day. People have taken 3 years to prepare for their Ironman dreams. This is because the multi-sport aspect makes it 3 times as hard as it is to train just for a marathon. It's going to be a long but exciting journey, and when such devotion results in success, it will be one of the best moments of your life. Anyone with enough motivation can surely finish an Ironman race. It is very important to improve step by step instead of rushing it. This is why it is essential to have a long preparation time for an Ironman. Taking things slow doesn't mean taking things easy. You will still have to push beyond your limits, and it won't be easy, but it is definitely possible with enough dedication and motivation. In Hawaii, people as old as 80 have completed the course, as have others who are far from being thin and mean. To complete an Ironman, you do not need to be as fast as a professional athlete. It might take up to 3 years for competitors with no triathlon expertise to build up enough fitness and triathlon experience to be able to compete in an Ironman. Even athletes who have a strong foundation in each discipline should have at least a year to prepare. As you advance in your training, the goal should be to complete 2 exercises in each sport every week. This means 6 training sessions every week for a year. That is a lot, which is why you need to fully commit to the training if you want to become an Ironman. Every week, you are going to have 6 training sessions. You should be devoting half to high-speed training. The other half should be for endurance, with distances increasing by approximately 10 to 15% each week, but with a maximum of approximately 4,000 yards in the pool, 100 miles on the bicycle, and 2.5 hours of running. A progressive decrease in distance begins approximately 1 month before the event. This is beneficial to practice the transition from bicycling to running every other week, because leg muscles that shorten while riding the bike must extend out in order to run efficiently. Training for the transition teaches the body to become more flexible more rapidly. A month before the race, athletes should have a good idea of what they'll be wearing throughout the race and how they will handle the transitions between sports and disciplines. This also gives your muscles more time to recover so that on race day, they are ready to go. It's crucial that you set a goal for yourself to work for. This can be any goal, maybe sticking to your training plan or finishing in a certain time. The harder your goal, the better, because this will only have to make you push further and harder. Try to do everything you can to reach this goal and make yourself proud. Developing a strong base of experience prior to signing up for an Ironman is highly recommended. Not to mention, completing an Ironman distance triathlon before attempting an Ironman. It's better to train over a period of 2 to 3 years rather than all at once. To ensure that the body is not injured while adapting to the increased strains of training, it is necessary to provide your body with recovery time. If you plan ahead of time for at least 2 years, you can create a gradual transition from Olympic to half Ironman to full Ironman that will condition your body, as well as your family and coworkers, to your training routine and timetable. Some athletes may be able to progress from a decently healthy state to Ironman ready status in a year or less. However, I strongly advise you to consider your Ironman as a 2-year adventure at the very least. Good preparation includes a training plan. This is the most important aspect of your preparation. Planning your training gives you a structure to follow and make it routine. This is especially when you are going to be training for such a long period. Making your training sessions part of your routine will make it easier to follow through and stick to your schedule. By planning your training days, you also plan your rest days. Rest days are just as important as training days. If you stick to your plan and track everything you do, you will reach your goals way faster. What you eat is important as well. Athletes who exercise for a full day or longer should pay attention to 3 categories of nutrient intake, according to Cooper: water, carbs, and electrolytes, among others. Ask an expert to help you with your nutrition, because without a enough food in your body, you won't be able to keep up with your training. The types and amounts of food you should take is different for everyone. We don't recommend you starting with an Ironman as your first ever long distance race. Participating in smaller events like a marathon or a short triathlon can give you the experience you need. It will make you feel better under the race day pressure. An Ironman is such a big challenge that it is advised to start with something easier before you do it. It's of course not necessary, but if you don't have any experience with triathlons or marathons, we strongly recommend you to. Don't be surprised if you start dreaming about completing another Ironman as soon as you get home. That is how powerful and emotional the satisfaction is. We recommend proceeding with caution. 1 Ironman a year is difficult, 2 is extremely difficult, and 3 would take the commitment to training of a professional triathlete. Personally, I've found that athletes that seek for a healthy balance between their family, profession, and training get the best results if they do 1 Ironman every year. When combined with a year of reduced training volume, the level of concentration required during your Ironman years becomes more manageable and understandable. During the alternative years, you should concentrate on the 70.3 Ironman races and improve your overall conditioning. You'll be well prepared to approach your next Ironman with the strength and speed to not only finish, but to achieve a new personal best. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.